Hello and welcome back to the Bielsa Stand YouTube channel. Let's talk about the playoffs and Leeds United. One game down, one game to go in the semi-finals. Leeds United played Norwich on Sunday at a 0-0 result. Pretty cagey match. So let's talk about that match, then let's talk about the match at Ellen Road, Leeds versus Norwich in the second leg. So yeah, the lineup for Leeds United at Norwich was Meslier in net. He had quite a nervy game. Sam Byron played with Rodon, Ampadu and Junior Firpo to make that back four. Kamara and Gruev played in midfield with Nonto, Archie Gray, Somerville and Rutter also playing. Archie Gray played that kind of 10 position. Now, I was kind of surprised to see that because Archie Gray has been playing in central middle, right back, and I think this is the first time really this season we've seen him in that number 10 role. So yeah, Rutter started as well. Rutter didn't have the best games. Perot started on the bench, so Perot could have played in that number 10 role. However, Daniel Farke for this game to start Archie Gray. Players on the bench also included Anthony and James that came on. Cresswell was on the bench, didn't make an appearance. Neither did Cooper, Shackleton, Cole Darlow, Connor Roberts and Matteo Joseph. And as I say, it wasn't the best game. Now, Norwich did play the likes of Sargent, did play the likes of Gunninett, Duffy, Gibson, McLean, Sains, Stacey, Nunez, Rowe as well. And yeah, quick look at the stats. Really, a game of hardly any shots. Leeds United with 6 shots, Norwich to 7 shots, 2 shots on target for Leeds with 1 for Norwich. Possession, Leeds did have more possession and more passes, more pass accuracy, same amount of corners. We had actually 3 offsides in this game and 1 yellow card. So yeah, both teams really not doing much, playing defensive, not risking anything because they know how important these games are. Now, interestingly, in the other playoff in the first leg was Southampton and West Brom, where it was also a 0-0 draw. So again, all the teams in the playoffs are not risking it as of yet and are just playing safe football, which is kind of expected. Now, frustratingly, as I say, it was 0-0. I mean, it would have been good if Leeds United come up with a goal. So at Ellen Road, it's going to be less stress because let's be honest, at Ellen Road on Thursday night, you can imagine what it's going to be like. It's going to be nervy, especially if Leeds United don't score in the first half and it goes towards second half. And potentially penalties. I don't think as fans will have much confidence if it does go to penalties. But yeah, I mean, Daniel Farke has spoken for the game on Thursday. He gives his thoughts on the second leg. He says it's going to be a pretty impressive atmosphere. Obviously, Liam Cooper said after the match, let's have a good atmosphere for Thursday. He says they also need to make sure that they aren't overexcited and they stay straight, because if they're overhyped and overexcited, who knows what would happen. But yeah, to show good mental strength in this moment's important. Obviously, Leeds United haven't had any mental strength in the last few weeks with our form. He also says onto the game, they are fully aware of Norwich's threats. But he's pleased to see a return at Ellen Road for Leeds United to play this game. He says that anything's possible, yeah? Anything, obviously, drawing, winning, obviously, as losing. Pretty much common sense there. He says Norwich is a very good team. A lot of respect to his old team. He says they're a threat on the counter-attack. He says if you're too greedy and too open in too many spaces, they can punish you. And we'll have to have good margins regarding that. Obviously, we like to play at home. There's no doubt about this. This is what I just said. We have overall a good record at home, but it's not guaranteed. So he knows that, yeah, at home this season at Ellen Road, Leeds United have been phenomenal for most of the season. Obviously, we've had 2 losses in the last few games here. So he says, yeah, it's 50-50 this game. Both sides have the same chance of getting to the final. He says he's pleased with Leeds United's performance in the first leg and happy with the result. He also says it's going to be a tight game. And they have to make sure Norwich are, they have to make sure Leeds United are going into this game with belief, but also they have to know that Norwich are going to be very, very dangerous in this game. So yeah, I mean, it is going to be nerve-wracking, as I say. What else is going on regarding this match? So yeah, let's have like a probability for this game regarding who's favourite to win. Leeds United are actually favourites to win in the first 9 minutes with 60%. Extra time, Leeds United are still favourites with extra 23%, I think. Then Norwich with a 17% of winning in this game. Now, let's have some stats for you. Leeds United have won both of their last 2 home games against Norwich. So that means we're going to lose, especially because it's the playoffs. We all know Leeds United's history in the playoffs. The goalless draw in the first leg of this tie between Leeds and Norwich saw 13 shots and 0.75 expected goals. So really, both teams not taking their chances. Leeds United are looking to progress to a Football League playoff final for the 4th time and the first since 2007 to 2008, which was in the League One seasons where we actually lost. I don't know if that match was against Millwall or Doncaster or whoever, but yeah, we reached the playoff final then in 2007 to 2008 whilst we were in League One, and we lost that. However, the Whites have been eliminated at the semi-final stage in both of their last 2 playoff runs. That was the 2008 to 2009 season. So I think actually we lost against Doncaster in League One playoffs. Then I think we lost against Millwall. And then obviously the 2018 to 2019, we all know what happened in that season against Derby. We obviously won that first leg. Then Derby somehow came back in that match in the second half of the second leg and knocked us out. But obviously the season afterwards we got promoted. So yeah, it's going to be nervous. Leeds United have lost both their last 2 home games, which is a bit worrying now. I do think Leeds United are favourites, right? I do think it's going to be a very tense game. I think it's going to be lack of chances. I think both teams will play very safe, obviously, because there's a big match. If they can win it, both teams, the playoff final, a potential match to get into the Premier League. So yeah, it is second leg now. I'm going to quickly talk about the West Brom and Southampton game first of all, before giving my predictions. I do think Southampton will beat Carlos Corberan, and Kyle Bartley is obviously at West Brom, as well as Alex Merritt, 2 ex-Leeds United players. Obviously, the coach knows Leeds United well. So I don't think they'll be facing Leeds in the final. I think Southampton will beat West Brom. I think it'll be 2-0 Southampton. Easy win for them. So that's my team, who I think will get to the final in that match. Now, regarding Leeds and Norwich, I do think Leeds United will win. I think it's going to be a 1-0 late goal in the first 90 minutes. I don't see it going to extra time or penalties, to be honest, but I do think it's going to be an 88th, 89th minute goal. I think it's going to be a very tense atmosphere till then, and then obviously when Leeds United score that goal, it's going to be like an amazing atmosphere with singing and like a lot of joy, because Leeds United know that they are in the playoffs finals, more or less. And I talk about the playoffs finals maybe in this video or another video. But yeah, going for 1-0 win. Who do I think is going to score? How do I think the goal's going to come about? I don't know. Maybe a corner, maybe a free kick, maybe an own goal from a corner. I don't know. I think it is slim margins. I think it'll be from a mistake that Norwich makes. Yeah, so I don't know who the goal scorer is going to be, or I don't know how the goal is going to happen, but I'm going for 1-0 Leeds through a mistake from Norwich. And Daniel Farke beats his old team, and Leeds United reached the playoff final against Southampton. Now, I think in another video that I did previously, I said it'd be a Leeds versus Southampton final with Southampton winning. I don't know what's going to happen in the final. I don't even know if Leeds United will get to the final. We'll have to wait and see. But I mean, Leeds United are favourites to get into the final against Norwich. I think fans do think that Norwich had their best opportunity at home at Carrow Road to potentially have an advantage in this semi-finals. However, it was a 0-0. And yeah, so it's going to be a Leeds win, I hope. Obviously, we all know what happened in the last semi-finals, as we know, against Derby, when Leeds United finished third in the Championship. But yeah, I'm confident for Leeds. We're a better team. I think we've got a better manager. It's at home. I think the fans really want us to win this game. So I think, you know what, with all that being said, I think we'll win it. And unfortunately for Norwich and their fans, they're going to miss out on the playoff final now. My predictions for Southampton versus Leeds. Do I save it for another video, or do I quickly give a prediction now, then maybe do it another video? I'm gonna probably stick. I don't know. I think it's gonna be close. Previously, I said Southampton would win. That was because they beat us at home. At the moment, I feel like it might go to penalties and 50-50. Maybe Leeds winning on penalties. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. But first, when you get to that stage. Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Check us out on social media, and I'll catch you later.